Alright guys, welcome back to the G Auto YouTube channel. Today we're going to be replacing an AC compressor on this 2013 Toyota Corolla. The issue with this compressor is a problem with this flow valve down here. It keeps coding out, intermittently shuts off the compressor. And then you turn off the button, turn it back on, it works fine for a while, then it does it again. You turn it off, you turn it back on, it works again for a while, you know, so it's kind of intermittent issue. So today we're gonna go about changing this compressor. So to begin, we're going to go ahead and remove this here. I'm gonna remove that drive belt. To do that, we just gotta loosen the bolts for the alternator. Okay, so it's gonna be this 12 millimeter and this 14 millimeter right here. Here and here. And we're gonna go ahead and get this 12 here. We're gonna drive it we're gonna loosen this to give it slack. This should come right on out. See? This here for now. So we got this line that goes way down in there, and we got a connector here. So I'm gonna go ahead and raise up the vehicle, and we're gonna take care of business from down there. Now I have already recovered the refrigerant, so the system is empty. Oh, wait a tick. All right, guys. So we have raised the vehicle out. I'm going to remove the right tire. Alright. We're gonna remove this clip, these two. Now these are 10 millimeters. Get this right here. Okay. And now we're gonna the wrong tool here. I'm gonna pop this right on out. And that gives us a pretty good view there. Alright. Now we're gonna pop here and here. And here she is right here. Right there in your face. So we're just gonna go ahead and disconnect here. We're gonna disconnect here. We're gonna disconnect here. There we go. I gotta squeeze this little tab right here. Okay. Now we're just gonna move this out of the way temporarily. Now I gotta loosen two 10mm. Two 10mm bolts too. We're gonna go ahead and get a ratchet wrench for this one. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and one here and one here, here. Loosen that. We're gonna loosen that. There you go. Once you crack them loose, they shouldn't be that tight. Switch hands here. Got a little boo-boo on my other finger there. It's all part of working on stuff. Get boo-boos on your hands. I'm sure that everyone out there who works for a living understands. Okay. Ooh, got a little bit of spillage of oil here. Okay, so these are 12mm. There's 4 of them holding up the compressor. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and this one right here. I'm not sure you guys can see that, but it's up there, I promise. So now we're gonna get the air ratchet, and I like to start with the top ones. This one came out with the bolt and all. No biggie. On the contrary, that might help us out even more. There we go. And here she is. There she is. Now we're gonna go in. Put this top here. I'll come here. Now I like to buy these kits where everything comes in a box. New compressor, a receiver dryer in this case, expansion valve, which we're not going to change because these little nifty cups, I keep all of them. They're measuring cups. They're very useful, and I will show you why now. Comes with O-ring kit. Now in this case, it's not an internal compressor failure, so we're not gonna be changing everything in the book, you know, the condenser and flushing the lines. We're not gonna do all that. This is just a simple, this sensor right here that's giving us problem. So we're gonna go ahead and just replace the compressor. Okay, we compare new with the old. It's identical. Got everything here, 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 here. See? So we're just gonna remove here, and that's it. Now this cup right here, this is the O-ring kit, so we can change. Put that there for now. Okay. See, he's got measurements here. Now, because I'm not gonna flush the entire system and go through all that mumbo jumbo, all I want to do is equalize the system with the oil. So to do that, we're just gonna drain the old compressor, and there shouldn't be much oil. There shouldn't be much oil. Okay. There shouldn't be much, so barely an ounce. Barely an ounce there. That's 1 ounce. So there's just barely an ounce. So that same amount of fresh oil we're gonna put in the new compressor. Compressor. So we're gonna put this aside for now. Put this here. Okay. Now again, these kits do come with oil, so it's just a matter of, that's why I love these kits. So we're gonna get about a, you know, half an ounce, almost an ounce. And my impact here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see how much fresh oil is here, if any. Again, they should have some, but it's probably not gonna be enough. You see, nothing came out. It is pre-lubed, but it's just enough to just lubricate the parts. It's not enough to. So what I'm gonna do is wipe this down. And we're gonna put the same amount we took out, we're gonna put back in. So about half an ounce, and it's just barely an ounce. So it should be. It's gonna be almost nothing, to tell the truth. You can't put too much oil into these systems. About a half an ounce there. Now we're gonna pour it here. Now if I would have flushed the system, replaced all those components and all that good jazz, then yes, I would put the amount correct amount of ounces in there. It's probably going to be like anywhere from 5, 6 to 8 roughly. Now these newer vehicle compressors are kind of funny because this clutch, we're used to the cycling clutch system where it cuts off and on, off, on, so forth whenever it needs to turn on. Well, this is constantly engaged. See how the center spins with it? It's constantly spinning. This is a variable displacement compressor. So those flow valves and pressure sensors here is what tell the computer, okay, how much flow do we need, and it regulates that way. And that's how you get the different displacements with these compressors. So because of that, you're really not gonna see much pumping going on here, not much at all, because of the displacement involved. Okay, so as you can see, there's still oil in there, but once it starts working, that oil will flow in there and circulate as it needs to. So we're just gonna slap this back on. Just like so. Putting my thumb here so I won't lose the oil. So we're gonna slide this back on here, and voila, she is on there. I gotta go ahead and put the nut back up here, just like so. And now this goes here, just like so. goes. This is actually supposed to go here, if I remember correctly. Okay, so we have this one that goes here, and this one kind of comes around here. So we're just gonna go ahead and change these O-rings. As soon as I find my pocket screwdriver, here it is. Go back here. And like I said earlier, this kit comes with everything you need to do the job right. I always recommend, here's that one. And here's that one. I always recommend when you do a compressor replacement, you buy the kit, because either way, to do the job right, you have to swap everything and you're gonna have to order everything separate. So you just buy the kit, everything comes in a box, and forget about it. I'm gonna put a little bit of this oil and lubricate the O-ring a little bit. Okay, so then we're gonna pop this one right in here. There you go. Make sure you guys can see that. And we'll pop this one in there, like so. We get the two bolts that we removed here. We put them on there again. Let's see where I put my little 10mm wrench. Yeah. Whoever invented ratcheting wrenches is my hero. He's my hero. Yes, sir. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and let us the ratchet wrenches saves the day. Okay, there we go. And now we just plug everything up. There we go. And this bad boy goes right here. There we go. And we're done. It is on there. No biggie. We should do it. Now that we're here, might as well pre-install the drive belt. It's kind of easier to do it now that it's here versus later when you gotta stick your arm way down in here to get to that crankshaft pulley. Oh wait, doing something wrong here. That's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. Okay, put it up here. Bring it here. And then we bring it here around the water pump. And that's how it goes. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Now when we get it up, when we go up top, all we gotta do is just tighten the belt and that's it. It's already there. Now we put this cover back on there. Little clips are bad about breaking. We got one there. And we have one here. That one broke. I don't think that's gonna do much in there. I'll put the two 10mm screws back there. And it's there, not too tight. You're gonna need brakes here soon. Yeah. Brakes. All right, now we lower the vehicle and button her up. Now I do have the new receiver dryer. I'm probably gonna do this on a separate video because I would like to show how to do that on this one particular vehicle. I'm probably gonna go ahead and do that on a separate video though. So if I do, I will go ahead and put that in the link below so you guys can watch it. Alright, so let me bring down the car and I'll be with you guys in the next few minutes. Alright guys, I went ahead and installed that receiver dryer bag into the condenser. I decided to do it on a separate video. I will post a link to that video down below. if you want to watch it. So right now I lowered the vehicle. I'm ready to wrap this up. I'm gonna go ahead and start pumping a vacuum into the AC system while I finish doing the final steps I got here, and then we'll be putting the refrigerant in. Alright, so let me go ahead and start my pump here. There it goes. Starting to get vacuum. Put this over here. I don't want to make too much noise. So we gotta tighten the belt now. I'm gonna use this 12mm. Everything is mounted correctly. Tighten here. I'm going to use the 14, which is this one here on the alternator. Beautiful. There it is. Nice. So we got a vacuum. So what I'm gonna do is shut this off. Now we've only done a couple minutes of vacuum, and that's not enough. I just want to do a vacuum leak down test. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure the system holds vacuum for at least about a couple minutes to make sure we don't have no major leaks or anything out there. If it holds vacuum, then I will go ahead and turn back on, turn the pump back on, open the valves, and then do a deep vacuum for about 30 minutes. Okay. So in the meantime, I'll just double check everything, make sure everything is as it should be, and I'll get everything prepped up for the next step, which is charging. And I'll get back with you guys in the next few minutes after I've done the deep vacuum. So far it's been about a minute and it's holding up pretty well, so I don't think we have any issues. I'll get back with you guys here shortly. Alright, so we already got that deep vacuum in there. I already hooked up my supply tank, so it's time to fill this up. Now this particular vehicle takes about a pound, just a little bit over a pound of refrigerant. 1.04. So I got my scales. Oops. Kind of stuck there. I'm gonna zero this out, and I'm gonna go ahead and open the high side just to get that. Oh wait, first I gotta flush out the system here. There we go. Purge it. Okay, now we're gonna zero this out again. Get that flow in there. The minimum is 0.9, the max is 1.04, so it really doesn't take a whole lot. Okay, that's about all we're gonna get in there. 0.24 is what we got. So now I'm gonna start it up. Turn on the AC. Start the AC. Pressure. Now we're gonna inject on the low side. You guys might not be able to see my scale there. About half a pound there. Oh, you know what? I had it on the wrong setting. Had it on kilograms. Okay. Luckily, I stopped right on time. 1.14, so I gotta let a little bit out. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. My camera ran out of battery, so I had to put it to charge for a few minutes. What I did was I accidentally had my scale set on kilograms because I was charging another car the other day, and I forgot to swap it back to pounds. But it just so happens that I stopped it right on time, so I was just only slightly overcharged. I let a little bit out, and I'm done. So you can see here, nice and cold. Nice and cold there. Everything's working great. AC is blowing nice and cold inside. This job is done. Finished. So there you have it guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. Thanks again. Bye.